Okay, peeps. This is what I kind of got to yesterday at the table before my battery ran out. As I was talking away, it just ran out and I didn't notice. Which is, so I carried on working on the boarded area, and I added the texture to it, which is the same kind of texture as I used on the other area. I just bonded it down with a base of PVA, and then I laid the first layer of kiln drying sand on, and then I squirted it down with a squirty bottle, soaked it in areas, and then I sort of stippled it with a brush and things like that to give it a texture, but it had lost texture from being soaked out. And then I sprinkled a load of sort of casting plaster over it to give it sort of little lumpy areas. I also clayed up the rock work along the rock face, started to get the base of the edge of the lifting where it goes onto the sort of Hougoumont area. Started to work out what I was going to do here. I'm starting to cast some pieces of a retaining wall to go along here. I'll probably have a little blown out bit there and some rubble coming down there, and I'll square the entranceway into there and continue the cobbles. I was just starting to cast something. You can see here I've got some sheets of this that I've been casting. I'm not sure I'm going to use this section yet, but this area here is the main area of the courtyard areas. So I might make another mould, some cobbles that I've got. I've actually got a section, something to cast off that Squidgy Bidge made me and set me up, which is nice. And I might actually make a mould of it because it's a different pattern to that one, and cast that through in there. Or I might actually get a load of little individual cobbles and lay them by hand into the square to give it, I just want it to look different if I can from the main road areas. I might have to pop that up yet as well, sand that back yet. I'm not 100%, but we'll see. As you can see, it's all bonded in, so it's drying quite well already. But I'm going to give this a couple more days to dry now and get it all sort of dried over. You're starting to get a bit more of an impression of what's going on with it. I'll let it all dry. I mean, I've got a little, you can see here, this as it's spent time drying, that has pulled apart a little bit there, which is annoying me a little bit, but you're going to get shrinkage. You can't help it when you're using PVAs, resins, plasters, do you know what I mean? You get shrinkage. Things will pull in. The only way I could probably have stopped that is if I'd have built an entire wooden frame in it, because it's just the nature when you cut things. I mean, that's a big piece, do you know what I mean? But it's built for storage, so sometimes you have to make little sacrifices on storage. I mean, what I could do with areas like this, I mean, I will, once everything is at the same level of texturing, I will pull all the boards out, give them all a good sand on the edges, slot them together, and keep sanding them until I can get them as tight as I can on the joins. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment, I'm just letting all the texture tops dry. And I'll probably, once all this is at one time of drying, I'll probably get a tin of varnish, some like satin varnish or something, and like a water base, water it down a bit, and give it another coat, just give it a coat of varnish before I even paint it, just to bond everything down again and give it like a tougher shell. But as I said, this has been the area I've been working on today, putting the little retaining wall in. It's a little piece I've made and cast myself, and I'll just, as I said, square it up to there, just sort of like what they would build to sort of hold the earth back, kind of like the thing I'm going to build in my garden, back of my garden. But as you said, that's where we're at the moment. I think it's starting to shape up nice. But as I said, all this texturing that I did actually was just sand, kiln dried sand, PVA'd in, soaked out a bit, and stippled with a brush, and then a bit of plaster, casting plaster chucked over to get that nice gritty kind of texture. We're going to be ready for starting to paint soon. Do you know what I mean? Get all those buggers back on and get some colour on this thing. and then decide how I'm going to flock it. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, that's what the table's up to. So take care, folks, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.